inside the paddock tonight with driver Brett Miller. A lot of Millers in harness racing. Tell us where you're from.
Columbus, Ohio is home for me. And David Miller's my cousin. My father's Del S. Miller. We're no relation to Andy Miller or Irv Miller.
So you're from Ohio. How did you get your start in harness racing?
You know, actually, I was just born into the business. My grandfather, Clyde Miller, raced horses, and, my father raced. So actually, I started racing horses when I was 13 years old.
Wow. Was there ever any doubt that you wanted to do this being third generation where you're like, this is it?
Believe it or not, when I was in high school, I graduated from a vocational school doing carpentry work, and I was building houses. So actually, in high school, I thought about just being a carpenter, and then I started, I started racing more and more, and it just kind of got the itch for it. And then once I started driving all the time, there was no turning back.
Right, it's in your blood like that. So you used to train, I understand, now you're a driver, right?
Yeah. I got rid of the stable probably 6 years ago. And, at one time I had 15 head, and it was a bunch of cheap horses, and I had a lot of owners that didn't want to spend money. So, you know what? I said, I'm going to do one or the other. So I said, I'm going to start catch driving, and if it doesn't work out, I'll give it a year or two. But it seemed to work out.
So you're here at the Poconos tonight, stake season. Your home track is the Meadows, though. Where else have you raced?
During this time of year, stake season, it's a little everywhere. Yonkers, the Meadowlands. I actually went up to Canada for 3 weeks, and I raced up here 3 weeks straight, and I really, really liked it up there. A driver named Mark McDonald got hurt, and a trainer named Casey Coleman asked me to drive for her. So I went up there, and we really liked it. But then, he came back, so I came back to Pennsylvania.
Is the sport any different up there?
You know what? They do a lot of promotion up there. They do a great job promoting the harness racing, and they have great racing up there.
Half mile, 5/8 mile, 1 mile track. Any sort of preference there, and why?
Yeah, I love the half mile track. It's just more action, and I love racing at Yonkers. I raced at Northfield Park for many years, and I really liked racing there.
What would you say that you enjoy about coming to Pocono and the track here?
Actually, it's the track surface. The track surface is so fast. They got the red clay here, and it looks pretty cool, and horses just go fast over it.
So, Brett, your career, you've won over $35 million, very successful, but kind of looking through your history, the last handful of years have been very good for you. Do you attribute that for anything that, you've kind of blossomed? Is it knowledge? Is it experience? Is it luck?
Actually, it's a little everything. And also, I moved to the Meadows. It's been about 3 years ago, and getting the race for, much bigger purses is obviously helped out. I raced in Ohio for so many years. And, in Ohio, they don't have the slots, so the purses aren't very good. So getting the move over to Pennsylvania and with the slot money has really helped out.
Right. So most memorable win or race for you?
I've been asked this question a lot, and it's actually a race that we only went for $40,000. It was the Senior Jug, and it was the last year that Delaware County Fairgrounds had the Senior Jug. It was the last year they had it, and I won with a horse for Carl Conning Jr. And I'd say that was my most my favorite win of all time.
Do you remember your first win?
Yes, actually my first win was at Hilliard Fairgrounds in Ohio, and I was 14 years old.
So do you ever drive any of your dad's horses with him being a trainer?
Yes, my dad, he has a small stable, like about 6 horses, and I basically drive all of his horses.
Do you feel any added pressure when you're working with family, even driving against your cousin or anything like that?
Yeah, no, not really any added pressure, just try to do the best I can for Dad.
Yeah, so tell us about your colors, because they're so vibrant, and I love them. Are they family colors?
Yes, definitely. Grandfather, he had purple colors, and my cousin David and his father, Donnie Miller, had the purple colors. My father, so yeah, it's definitely in the family.
I noticed that you also have a purple UFO bike. When did you get that, and what are your thoughts?
I just got it, I'd say, a little over a month ago now. It's a new bike out. I really like it. I've had some horses that it's really, really helped.
Awesome. So right now I'm going to ask you some questions just to learn about you off the track a little bit. Do you have a preference, trotters versus pacers?
I definitely like driving the pacer. It's my style. I try. I'm what you call, I guess, an aggressive driver. So a pacer for me suits me a little better.
So completely off the wall, Burger King or McDonald's?
Definitely McDonald's. Yeah.
What would you say is your favorite drink?
Sprite.
Right, so it's not a Coke versus Pepsi thing for you.
yeah.
What about to keep your energy up? Because I can imagine traveling all over. You going for coffee? You going for a Red Bull?
Yeah, definitely Red Bull. Not a coffee drinker.
Is there a dream vacation destination for you?
Hawaii. Never been there. I've been to Vegas. Vegas used to be my favorite place. I've been there many times, but I've always wanted to go to Hawaii.
Do you go to Vegas for the shows, for the food, for the gambling?
Yeah, a little everything. You know, when I was a little younger, it was just for the drinking, but now it's a little more for the shows.
We have a lot of good stuff to offer there. If you had an extra 30 minutes in your day to spend however you would like to, how would you spend it?
Oh, that's an easy one. I got a 2-year-old, I got a 5-year-old, and I got an 18-week-old. So the kid, with the kids.
Yes. Congratulations on the growing family. Anybody following in your footsteps?
Yeah, I mean, I got 2 sons and a daughter. You know, so you know they're very young. So you know, we'll see when they get older.
Some future generations wearing the purple colors,
Yeah,
maybe.
right.
What about people that you look up to? Any idols or mentors?
You know what, my father. I love my father to death, and you know he's been a great horseman, and just him. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It was great getting to know you. We wish you luck throughout the season and hope to get you back for another interview.
Thank you. Thanks.